Hey y'all, where y'all been? Welcome back to Reality and Balance. So, right before this mission was settled, right, to come on YouTube, see what you guys are up to, I'm like, what is the information? What is the message for today? We have a gathering of lift trucks over here today, apparently. Anyway, so the first thing that popped in my mind, the first formulation that came to mind was positive energy. Excuse me while I pick this tape off of the car right quick. Hold on. So positive energy was the first formulation that came to mind today. All right. Word to your mother. Word to your mother. Okay, that's like super bright. I apologize in advance. It's going to be about 77 degrees today, and the sun is nice and bright, trying to like get over all these clouds, these cumulus clouds out here. So anyway, the spirit guides formulations and the ancestors formulation today, the word of the day is positive energy, positive frequency, positive energy. The positive, the higher sources of your energetic influence is the word of the day today. So as we continue to clean up our algorithm, as we continue to clean up our environment, as we continue to clear up our stance, our aura, how we walk, how we talk, how we be, how we feel, is in the ultimate frequency of positivity, positive energy, right? Some people are like, well, it should be free. It should be allotted. It should be something that you can sustain consistently. Sometimes you have to alchemize your positive energy. Most of the time, you're going to have to alchemize your positive energy, especially depending on the frequency that you surround yourself with, right? The things that you watch, the people that you talk to, the work you establish, the career you establish, okay? A lot of times those frequencies are super heavy, bringing groups down, right? The environment, the people that you watch, the people that you view, the people that you perceive, right? Even like the avenues that's within yourself can be very heavy. And this is why the positive energy is something that you need to alchemize often. It's not allotted and given freely until you practice it and have it internally within you, more than those frequencies that want to keep you down, that keep you lower, that want to keep things heavy, right? That want to, suppose oppression and all that other stuff in conflict. But just think about the words and just the definition and the formulations of positive energy. It is a frequency. It is a frequency of matter, right? Matter made up of molecules, right? The things that can be measured. So this is the things that can be measured. These are the things that can be transmuted, that can be formulated through the thoughts and through the frequency of your mind, through your mental game. Gain, G-A-I-N, and game, G-A-M-E. Mental gain and mental game is how you're going to alchemize. Positive energy is only going to be something that you need all the time, most of the time, the majority of the time, that way. So when you get outside, when you outside the doors, you know what I'm saying? It is what you are, right? There's always going to be influences, right? There's always going to be something, but you cannot be moved when you are vibrating with positive energy. These are two different formulations that come together through the thoughts of your mind and through the thoughts of your frequency. Hey y'all, how y'all doing out there in YouTube land? So honestly, you guys, like, that is something that you need to ground often, daily, routinely, through your moments, through your reflections of yourself, through the reflections of your health, wherever you are in every environment, whatever position it is up to you. It is not up to the environment, okay? Because you are the one who's permeating, who's stretching out, okay, in the environment, right? This is your gain with positive energy. This is something that you have to influence. This is something that you need to ground as often as possible. This is how you're going to continue to elevate higher and higher. I don't know why things are keep trying to say the lessons of life, right? The reason why there's so many different lessons or so many different teachings that people think that are bringing you back and forth from positive to negative energy, positive, negative energy. I think it's because what I was saying yesterday, as you being the middle ground, like you are the mediator, you are that individual that can surpass right here in the middle. If the angels are operating high and the so-called other frequencies, okay, the demonic figures are operating low. So you're right here in the standard. You have the measurement to go high or low. And then no matter what the environment or no matter what other frequencies are, you have the operation to vibrate higher, as you are the mediator in between all here as you're having this humanly experience. I hope that makes sense. Because the operation is to continue, you know what I'm saying, to alchemize, to be right here, grounding in that very much middle, but then always thinking higher of yourself, always thinking higher of your situation, always thinking higher of other people. Because when you think lower of other people, I'm telling you, these spirits are out here like, oh, we got you. We know how to lower your frequency. We know how to fuck with you. We know how to get over on you. We know how to lower your frequency. Oh, because you don't like that person. You don't like how they look. You don't like how they treated you. You don't like their being. You don't like what they're doing in life. Oh, now we know how to continue to manipulate you. Now we know how to roll this game for you so you don't get any gain. You're just going to constantly be, you know what I'm saying, with this so-called oppressor over here, right? The so-called opposition right here. Okay, they're like, oh, well, we know how to keep you at a certain level because you don't like this. You don't like that person. You don't like your mother. You don't like your father. You don't like your brother. You don't like your sister. You don't like the human being. You know what I'm saying? You don't have any empathy for anybody. Oh, okay. Well, let's continue to keep that frequency right there so you can never get up higher and higher and higher because we got you. I'm telling you, with these spirits out here, they think they be out here ganging on people's frequency. More importantly, especially other people, the circumstances in your life, right? The circumstances in your life, look at it as the higher frequency, something you have already came, something you will overcome. People in your life, in your past, current, and future, think highly of them. They're only here to operate and help you to graduate from these lessons. Think higher of these things, of these so-called circumstances out here that's coming. You know what I'm saying? That's trying to come for your frequency. And this is how you continue to escalate higher and higher because it is a mind game frequency, So because, you know, you can't see what a person is thinking or what they're saying, but those that are that's on the outside of the veil, they know your frequency by your thoughts, your projections. And that's where the real game is, okay? That's where the real game is. So that's why I'm saying, as you being the mediator, and the angels are high at the crown above, and those so-called demonic figures, you know what I'm saying, is lower in the root chakra, those things that you haven't overcome in your family, your past, and your current, whatever right now. You have the ability to alchemize, to raise higher and higher. and having higher thoughts about all things and all so-called circumstances. Okay? This is how you ground positive energy. This is how you can activate positive energy, permeate positive energy more than anything every day. Okay. I don't know why these people are calling me. I already talked to him, and it's a robot too. Decline. Sorry, y'all, if that messed up the live. I was going to get off anyway in like a couple moments. But anyhow, and that's another thing. When I be doing these lives, like most people, I be meaning to put my calls on do not disturb, but I continue to forget. And then when I don't do it, there's always the phone call that's trying to operate on a different frequency. Like, oh, let me mess up her life. But they'd already know that I was already done a couple moments ago because I had already reiterated the same thing over and over and over again. And I hope that made sense to you guys, because the operation every day, no matter where you are, and I keep saying, even if you're rolling off of the floor, if you're rolling off of the concrete, okay, if you're rolling and you're tumbling and you're falling, continue to get up higher. Stairway to heaven. Continue to get up higher. Stairway to heaven is not, it's only for you. It's only for you. It's no performance. Okay, this is how you alleviate depression, anxiety. You continue to get up. You continue to level up. The more positive energy and frequency that you instill within yourself every day, the higher you go. The higher you go. You know what I'm saying? But not only that, how you project and how you perceive your outside world is another level as well. Think of it being working out for you. Thinking of it as having the best results for you. Anything that's outside of you. Rolling off the concrete, rolling off the bed, rolling off to a job or a career that you don't like. Guess what? Positive frequency energy for yourself, for you in your environment. No performance. Always speaking light within yourself. Always speaking light in all situations, right? This is where positive energy, you being in the middle, positive energy, you being in the middle, positive energy, you're in the center fold of positive energy. Just like you're in the center fold of low vibrational energy and high vibrational energy, you are in the center fold, right there in the medium, being the mediator, uplifting yourself higher and higher every day, every moment. We're going to continue to reiterate this in different ways every day. Talk to y'all later. I want to be on here longer, but what's the, you know what I'm saying? You got the information. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you have any other thoughts, just leave it down in whatever the chat box. I don't know what they call it, and we'll talk more about it. But ultimately, lift yourself up higher and higher every day. Talk to y'all later. Bye. Enjoy these moments because